The government has recently announced 500 million kina in tax reliefs for 2025. While this revenue is foregone, the government has simultaneously raised the bar for revenue collection, increasing IRC's target by 14%, which is equivalent to 2.4 billion kina. Mr. Koim said last night that they can still meet the target.
We are confident of meeting. When I took over as the Commissioner General, our annual collection was at 8.2 billion. We've grown that to 17.3 billion this year, more than doubled it. So they've increased it to 19.4 billion. We might end up with 20 billion, who knows? So we are getting an upward trajectory and progressing so far so good. Like I indicated in my speech, we have invested in our capacity to collect more, and we do know that there is room to collect more. So we will collect more.
Koim said, despite the new challenge, IRC is adamant to make GST its number one revenue earner, and the new goods and services monitoring system would play a big part in that.
So ideally, the outlook is that as soon as we establish a very cohesive and robust GST collection mechanism, then we will create enough revenue through the GST collection. Our aim is to make GST as the number one revenue earner, because that's broad-based and everybody participates in it. So once we do that, then we can recommend the government to reduce the salary wages tax, and whatever revenue that is foregone in the salary wages will be picked up by the GST, because knowing Papua New Guineans who have the propensity to spend every kina they save or earn, we don't have a savings culture, so whatever that is saved through the salary wages reduction can be spent in the shops, and then we can scoop it out in the GMS system. So the system that you're saying is the goods and services monitoring system. The government has already allocated funding for it. The government has already approved the procurement of the system from the successful bidder. So we are now in the process of getting the contract signed, but also doing the implementation strategies and roadmaps and the implementation part of it. So we will be procuring that quickly and install it at the point of sale in all the ERP systems, the cash register, all of this, to collect GST. We are doing a similar version of it in the IFMS government financial system. So all government contractors, the GST are withheld and remitted directly to IRC.
Meanwhile, Koim said IRC is committed to implement the government's tax relief measures as well as delivering on the budget set for 2025. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.